Hello and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Shelley Whitehead. Thanks so much for joining us right here this lovely morning. I hear it's spring, so excited about that. And we do love that you watch us right here on Charter Channel 8, where you can see us 6 days a week. The nice thing about it, though, is if you don't have Charter or if you're busy and you miss our episodes, you can always find us on the internet. We are on blip.tv as well as YouTube and Facebook. And when you do like us on Facebook, Leanne does the great favor of loading the most recent episode right to your newsfeed. So it's an easy way for you to find out what's going on in your community and kind of keep up to date with what's going on with your friends and family. So we do want to make sure you do like us on Facebook and let us know what's going on as well. We're always looking for great ideas of what you'd like to see on the show, maybe some events that are coming up. All you have to do is send us an email at owatonnatoday@charter.net, or you can call Leanne out at 390-5751 and let her know what you've got going on, and then we'll see what we can do to get you on the air and find out what's going on with you. Just like today, we're going to be talking with Joel Hunt. He's going to tell us a little bit about Safety Camp, 'tis the season, as well as a fundraiser for Habitat for Humanity. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
If clothing catches fire, stop, drop, and roll. If your clothes catch on fire, do not panic and run. This only fans the fire. Stop where you are, drop to the ground, and roll over and over to smother the flames. Cover your face with your hands to protect your eyes and your throat and lungs from the burns. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, my name is Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we are back with the Owatonna Today Show. I have in studio with me Joel Hunt, Detective Joel Hunt. Good afternoon, or morning. I don't even know what time it is.
Good morning.
It's one of those Mondays, isn't it?
It is.
It is. We're here to talk about Safety Camp.
Yes.
And is this one of your favorite times of years?
This is one of my favorite things that goes on throughout the year.
So let's first of all talk about what Safety Camp is.
Safety Camp is a 2-day day camp for third graders going into fourth grade. We have it every year. We get roughly 200 kids every year to the camp and cover different safety topics throughout the day. Why
do you specifically do this age group?
We do this age group because there's enough interest in safety. They think safety is cool. They're not too young to do certain things, but they're not too old that they're like, well, this is boring. I don't want to wear a helmet. I don't want to do this and that.
Mm-hmm. How many years has this been going on?
Over 20. I think we're getting close to 25.
So you're now having kids come into the program whose parents may have gone through the program at some point, so they kind of know what to expect. That's kind of cool.
That's a lot of fun.
To see that happening, yeah. Tell me a little bit about the day itself. It's actually a couple days.
It's 2 days. The first day we traditionally hold it down at Lake Colmeyer. We do that for several reasons. First is water safety. The lifeguards teach them about proper places to swim, life jackets, things like that. Then they also get to go out on the canoes on the lake, paddle around the lake, and we have the Steele County Water Patrol there to pull them back across the lake if it's a windy day.
Because it's hard to do that. It's hard work.
Sometimes we've had a few weather events where it's a little windy for those little third graders, but we keep good track of them and haven't lost one across Colmeyer yet. So
true, other places maybe, but not on
Colmeyer. So we also do fishing safety. The Muskies Inc. Club does a wonderful job of explaining fishing safety, how to remove a hook from your finger if that happens. And then we have about 30 cane poles that the kids will actually catch sunfish throughout the day, occasionally a turtle or two. Haven't seen much more than sunfish, though. So,
but for those kids who maybe never have fished before, that's amazing in and of itself to have that experience.
Yeah, a lot of worms, a lot of hooks being baited and things like that. We also cover firearm safety. The Eddie Eagle program is put on by Ted Middlestead, and they get to learn, the touch or the don't touch, leave the room, tell an adult. Then they get to learn the proper handling of a firearm through using rubber band guns and shooting at targets.
Still very cool.
Yeah, very cool and very safe. Then we do a camping safety portion that's put on by one of our local Boy Scouts. And We added train safety last year, and we're looking to continue that in severe weather
Good.
safety.
And that's all at Colmeyer?
It's all down at Colmeyer.
That's a lot in a day. How many hours are they there?
They get there between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, and then we have an opening ceremony, and we go pretty solid all the way until 4:30.
Wow. So they do get breaks, like they can eat.
They do
maybe.
get breaks. We give them a couple snacks throughout the day, and we order probably the most Godfather's pizza I've ever seen in one place. So.
That sounds like enough for any kid to want to go.
Yes.
And then what do you do the second day?
The second day we're up at the Steele County Fairgrounds, right by the Midway area. We cover bike safety. We set up a huge bike obstacle course where the Owatonna Police Department's community service officers teach them the rules of the road, the signals, and things like that, and then have them demonstrate their knowledge of it. They all bring their own bikes and their own helmets, and we guide them through that course.
Okay.
So.
And then, so that's the whole day, is that? Or what other
No,
things happen?
that's not the whole day. We also have Sparky's Firehouse, so they get to go through that, learn about, what belongs in a house, what's not safe in a house, matches, things like that. And then they actually pipe fake smoke into a room that sets off the smoke detectors, and the kids practice evacuating a house, staying low, and things like that. OPU comes and does electrical safety. Gold Cross does first aid, and this year equipment safety is kind of up in the air. The Farm Bureau is not doing it anymore, so we're trying to find a volunteer that knows enough about equipment safety and things like that.
So farm stuff.
Farm stuff, lawnmowers, weed whips, things like
even
that.
Okay, so if anyone's watching and they'd like to be a part of this great day, go ahead and call the police department.
Sure.
Okay.
And then we've done a personal safety, and we're going to try and adapt that to showing kind of a show and tell with the SWAT team and how they play into public safety, so that when kids maybe see a member of the SWAT team, they're not necessarily scared that it's some Army guy. And, we definitely look much different than the police department, so just to calm them.
Because what they see is what's on TV.
Right.
And so just to be able to say, well, in our community, this is kind of what you're going to see, and this is maybe a little different. But again, I think it's so important that, and I love the Owatonna area for what they do with that liaisons, helping kids become very familiar with police officers, so they aren't afraid of them, they don't see them as the other, but somebody who's there to help and protect them.
Right, and that's one of the great parts about Safety Camp is we get the opportunity as police officers, firefighters, EMTs, to get out and be with the kids throughout the day. As camp counselors, they're the guys and gals that are, guiding them from class to class. They're not teaching all the subjects, but they're having fun with them. They're playing tag and stuff between classes. And then, at the end, usually for graduation, we have them change into their uniforms. And these kids realize that while these people that we're having fun with all week long, or the 2 days long, are actually police officers or firefighters.
So you have around 200 every year. I'm curious, because when I hear you describe a lot of these classes, these are life lessons, not just for when you're a kid, don't play with matches, but you're talking water safety and all these other things. Even baiting a hook is something that, while they may not fish when they're a kid, they can still remember as an adult. Have you ever had any stories of people coming back and say, hey, I remember this in safety camp, and this has kind of helped me in my life?
I have kids all the time come up to me in the schools, since I'm a school resource officer, tell me, I remember safety camp, you were there, and you're the safety camp guy, and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. To
have that impact on people. Is there a limit to how many kids you can have in the camp?
We say we limit it at 200, but last year we had about 224, so we don't like to turn away kids. We're working with the school district to maybe offer safety camp to all kids next year. It's kind of a work in progress, and we'll see how the planning goes from here.
What is the cost for anybody who comes to safety camp?
Safety camp is $20. Okay. However, we do offer scholarships, so I encourage the kids. Just last Thursday, I went around and did school visits, handed out the registration material, which I have over here. So hopefully, if I make the kids take an oath, so hopefully they took it home to their parents.
The oath is to bring us to mom and dad.
It is. So hopefully they did that, and the parents will see that coming home. The flyers on the front explains all about safety camp, and then on the back is the sign-up sheet that the parents can drop off. This year we're not doing it down at the fire department. We're actually doing it down or up here at Park and Rec.
Oh, okay.
So Park and Rec has taken over the registration.
Well, and you have some great pictures from last year. You do the same picture every year.
Yep.
Usually in front of the fire truck.
Yeah.
And
I keep trying to switch it to a squad car, but they won't do it. It's not big enough.
I was going to say, maybe it's not big enough. Do you have a SWAT vehicle maybe you can bring out?
Still not big enough. It's that fire truck. They just have the big toys.
Yeah.
So.
And so as we look at this picture, we see there's McGruff is in that picture, as well as all the different people that they've interacted with throughout the 2 days.
Yeah, McGruff. We have Smokey the Bear there. You can barely see his hat.
Oh, yep.
The crash test dummies and Sparky the fire dog.
Oh.
So a lot of the characters that some kids are starting to not recognize these characters, but after safety camp, they're very familiar with them.
And you have a couple other photos there for us to see?
A few others. We've got the canoeing and safety, and you can see some kids swimming in the background, and then the Eddie Eagle safety talk there. With
This
a bunch
is for camping?
No, this one would be the firearm safety.
The firearm safety. Oh, okay,
Yep.
So when you have taught this throughout the years, what have you noticed that's been to change in the culture of the kids? Are they more aware of guns? Are they more afraid of guns? What have you seen as far as just them being aware of what's going on as far as that goes?
I think it's been pretty steady throughout.
Okay.
Owatonna's, we have a lot of avid hunters and things like that, and guns are throughout different homes around here, so I think it's important to teach them, to stay away from it, make sure you let an adult know if you see something like that. Even if it's,
because I know oftentimes while your friend, you may not, but your friend's dad might be a hunter, and to go to that house, that kind of thing. Well, thank you so much. When is sign up?
Sign up actually starts today up at Park and Rec and lasts the next 2 weeks. So, and we usually take them a few days afterwards as well.
And when is the camp itself?
Safety camp is Wednesday, June 18th, and Thursday, June 19th. We had to push it back a week because of the State Fire Convention.
That happens.
It does.
Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Oh, yeah, sure. In trouble.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
I didn't just want another job, I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
I was new to town and I didn't know where to turn for a job, so I decided to express myself.
I decided to express myself, and they helped find the right career for me.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Have you talked to your teen about marijuana lately? Maybe you should. Regular marijuana use can sap a teen's motivation to learn. Users do not live up to their potential and drop out of positive activities. Marijuana affects memory and learning and stays in your system for weeks. Marijuana also affects judgment and perception. Reaction time when driving is reduced by 41% after smoking 1 joint and 63% after smoking 2, affecting the safety of your teen and other drivers on the road. You need to talk to your teen about the effects of marijuana use. It's not just a harmless high. For more information, please contact the Steele County Safe and Drug-Free Coalition.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome to Bremer Bank. I am Jason Iberg.
And I'm Shannon Pedersen.
Bremer is a full financial services bank.
We invite you to stop by Bremer Bank and experience the Bremer difference.
You are always welcome at Bremer.
Hello, I'm David Einhaus with the Owatonna Foundation. Thank you to all of our donors who have helped make Owatonna a better place to live. Will you join us today with a financial gift? Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show. In the studio, we do have Pat Heydon and Andy Cowell. Hello.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. Appreciate you guys coming in today. What I'd like to do, if you don't mind, is do a quick introduction. So have you start telling us a little bit about yourself, what you do in the community, if you don't mind starting.
Well, I'm Pat Heydon. I'm the Executive Director with Habitat for Humanity of Steele-Waseca area.
Okay. Thank you, Pat.
And I'm Andy Cowell. I also work with Pat through Habitat for Humanity as the treasurer, and as well as the fund development chair, I guess, for the lack of a better term. But I'm also involved with the Kiwanis in town. I'm the Kiwanis Club president and a number of other organizations.
Wow, so you're a busy guy.
I try to be.
So I want to talk, first of all, if that's okay, we're going to go ahead and start with you, Andy. Sure. I want to talk a little bit about, Habitat for Humanity. Tell me a little bit about why, because you are a busy person, obviously. Mm-hmm. What has made you decide that you wanted to be a part of Habitat for Humanity?
Well, the mission really speaks to what I try to install and not only believe in, but install in my family, is helping others when they need help. Habitat for Humanity is not a handout, but it's a hand up, and really helping those families that need decent, affordable homes to live in, and that's a primary mission of Habitat International, and that's what I believe in.
Mm-hmm. So how long have you been working with Habitat?
About 3 years now, I believe.
So have you had a chance to build on a house?
We did the house last year in Waseca, Britt's home. It was a wonderful home that we were able to, it was a donation to Habitat, and we were able to remod it and do a lot of different things like that last year. So that was last winter/fall, I believe we did that one.
Did you have a chance to bring your family in and work on that too? Or?
No, my kids are pretty young, so we keep them away from tools. But other than that, it was just myself and my wife went over there, I believe, one day too as well. So.
Modeling that behavior you'd like to see your kids when they're old enough to know the power.
It's just teaching them, helping others when you can help them and that kind of a thing. They're pretty young, so it's just developing life lessons throughout the way. And just because Dad's gone doesn't mean that he's not. Just because I'm not at home doesn't mean I'm not busy working on other things that are equally important.
Yeah, so kind of helping them understand that. Mm-hmm. Pat, I want to talk to you a little bit about, because this is your lifeblood. This is what you do day in and day out. And we had an opportunity to meet the family that this home is being built for. So tell us where we are in the process of building that home.
Well, we've gone back to the drawing board with the house design. So we're working on that. We're getting the lot surveyed at this point so that we can determine the best house. Simple design to be able to put on that lot. So we're back to the drafter with doing the drawing for the house. So we're hoping we'll have that in time for our fundraiser so we can share that with everybody.
Because it's a kind of a big family, and they've got to be able to fit into that one home.
Yes, unfortunately we had a little change with the family. The elderly mother did pass away, so that's why we're back at the drawing board.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. We send our condolences to that family because she's a big part of that family. So I see. That's what I think is fascinating about Habitat for Humanity is it's not a cookie cutter home. It's a what does the family need and how can we best meet those needs. And this is a huge life change to have that happen in their life, and yet you're still willing. Okay, well we need to redesign this now. Yep. Instead, oh no, well you committed. Oh no, really working with that family and giving them what they need.
Yeah, and keeping with the concept of simple, decent, and affordable.
Yeah.
We're not building big
luxury
houses, not luxury houses. We're building houses that are efficient, that will work for the family and be able to help that family get a step in the community, become permanent members. Really.
Which is, and again, the thing I love about Habitat is that it's not, like he was saying, a hand out, it's a hand up. So they also help themselves. So they feel invested in the things that they're working with.
Correct. Yeah. Yep, they'll be working on the house, but then they purchase the house, so they'll be paying the mortgage for the future. So again, that goes back to that safe and simple house design so that we're not cost burdening them.
Yeah.
With a
trying
mortgage.
to avoid your own little bubble.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk to Andy a little bit more because, as you said, you are the fundraising guru over at Habitat. So we have a big fundraiser coming up for this home and maybe some future projects.
That's correct.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, our fundraiser is going to be on May 16th at the History Center in Owatonna. It's going to be a silent and live auction, and we're also going to be doing some chance giveaways and drawings and things like that.
Chance giveaway meaning?
But we're going to be trying to auction off maybe a purse or a wallet or potentially doing a 50-50 split the pot kind of a auction type of a thing. So we're going to have some different things going on. We have Pete Kalin, who's going to be emceeing our event that evening. Vern Welker is going to be our live auctioneer. And then we're going to have the Denver Ensemble
the high school dinner ensemble. They're providing some musical entertainment, and we're going to have some hors d'oeuvres served by Tories and some other things. So we have right around about 50 silent auction baskets right now that we've gathered from the board members and from community members out that have gone out and gathered some things. And they vary from a Corolla can or Cran package all the way up to potentially some of the other bigger items are more adult beverage wine baskets and Bloody Mary baskets and things like that. So we're hoping to have a variety of selection, not only in price point, but in variety of items, so people can come out and purchase some unique things that we've had kind of packaged up in baskets for them.
When is this event?
May 16th.
May 16th.
Friday night from 7:30 to 9:30. We've had a number of sponsors, if you don't mind, if I just read off some names here that really have stepped up to the plate here. Alexander Lumber's doing a lot of in-kind work for us with the new home and drafting and things like that. Gopher Sport, Foamcraft Packaging, Wells Fargo, Complete Basement Systems, Owatonna Hospital, Wanger, and Profinium have all stepped up monetarily and provided some funds to help us really underwrite this event. So with that, we'll be able to have some nice hors d'oeuvres. We'll have some nice things there for our corporate sponsors if they want to come and visit and
see what's going
spend
on.
some more money.
That's what you think.
That's our ultimate goal, is to really raise some money and really help fund this build. We do have our funding sources really solidified for this one, but we're always looking for continuous things. And this event was really something that came out in our strategic planning that we completed this past winter. Bremer Bank gave us a capacity grant that really helped fund Pat's salary and our office staff at the Habitat office, but also gave us the initiative to go out and do some of the things that we really wanted to do from a strategic planning perspective. We updated all of our technology in our office. We've sent Pat to numerous training activities to get our office kind of up and running. So we've done a lot of things this past quarter, if you will, not focused primarily on building, but primarily on capacity building the organization, really putting us in a good position to move forward. In this event, we'll leap start. If we're able to raise some dollars, we'll help really leapfrog us into next year.
Yeah, because it sounds like a really great time to do that as well. Because Andy, there has been such a strong. We've had a financial crisis just not too many years ago, and we're kind of starting to build out of that. But there's still families struggling, and so to be able to step up and say, now that we are all doing, the middle class and the upper class are doing a little bit better, we can now help those families who are still struggling, and to be able to do that with your office and to be able to bring those funds in and make it more streamlined in a way, I'm guessing, it's going to really help be able to fill those needs.
Well, not streamlined, but more diversified.
More diversified.
We really, in our past history, we're really relying upon a couple large, very generous donors in the past. But now we have to look at different sources, and that's what the recession taught us. We can't rely on one corporation, one entity, one foundation to really support your mission. You really have to look at all sources, not only from internally, but also externally too. And that's what we identified at our strategic planning session. And hence, now we have Building Hope for Homes coming up.
First annual.
So
exciting.
Yes. And it might change into something different in the future years, but right now we're going to give this a try, see how this goes, and kind of go from there. But the name of it's going to be Building Hope for Homes going forward.
So great. Well, Pat, let's talk about some of the items, because you do have, I want to start with this one that you have, because this is so cute. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, this will be one of our centerpieces. We have asked our board members and committee members if they have any kids around that want to build homes for us. It's a nice way to get the kids involved, because the kids can't always be on the build site, but we want them to be involved and have a part of this. So we've got a number of these that'll be on the table from the McKinley Cub Scouts. We have some other houses that are going to be available. We don't know what all we're going to have, but
we do know. But then we have some auction items, some silent auction items, and auction items. Is this going to be an auction item?
This will be an auction item. Okay. This is a pearl necklace that was donated to us, appraised between $600 and $700. It doesn't want to sit on this nice little form very well. We'll get that. There we go.
Thing.
We'll do the Vanna thing. There we go. But so it's a very nice pearl necklace that we will have on the live auction. Mm-hmm. And then down in front, we also have a print from Ron Engebretson, if I'm saying his name correctly. I hope I do. And then also the Crayola basket, just a couple of samplings we brought in to show that of the things that we'll have on our silent auction. as well.
And again, these are things that have been donated from the community and from people around the area who believe in Habitat and really want to see it grow and become the success that it can be in our community.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do me a quick favor, Andy. Tell us the dates again and how people can get tickets and
Sure.
that kind of thing. Oh, and the cost of tickets.
Yep, the date's going to be May 16th at the History Center from 7:30 to 9:30. Excuse me. Our tickets are available here at the office or from any one of the board members that are around the community. If you guys can find me, I certainly have tickets. The tickets costs are $20, and again, we're going to be serving hors d'oeuvres. We're going to have that event catered by Tories, and we're going to have I believe, a cash bar at that event as well. So please come, spend some money, and have some fun.
I think that's going to be a given. Thank you so much for your time
Thank
today.
you.
We will be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
And we are back with the Owatonna Today Show. A quick look at some of your community announcements. The Civic Contributions Committee of the Women's Club of Owatonna is seeking applications to receive funds from their annual charity event, which will be held November 22nd this year at the Owatonna Eagles Club. All proceeds from the event are given to nonprofit organizations or to benefit community projects in Steele County. Applicants who have received this funding in the past 3 years are not eligible to reapply. You can contact them at 603 East Phelps Street in Owatonna. Steele County Senior and Caregiver Expo is coming up May 7th at the Four Seasons Center with keynote speaker, Minnesota-bound host Ron Shara and Raven from Noon to 1. That is Wednesday, May 7th. Free admission and parking and door prizes are available. Area residents are invited to donate blood at Owatonna Hospice this Friday. American Red Cross will be on site from 9 to 3 in the conference room 1484, and volunteers from the hospital's auxiliary will help with registration. To schedule an appointment, call Jenna Herzog at 507-977-2778. And there's also another Owatonna Community Blood Drive at St. Joseph's Catholic Church on Elm Street, Wednesday, May 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. You can call an appointment for there at 800-733-2767. You can also go online at redcrossblood.org. The Steele County Historical Society is pleased to welcome back physician and author Dr. Patrick Greenwood of Owatonna for a presentation on Thursday, May 15th in the Wenger Room of the History Center. This is one of a series to talk about Owatonna physicians from the greatest generation. Admission is free for members of the Steele County Historical Society and $2 for members. It is open Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 until 4. And of course, we just talked about this, but it's Building Hope for Homes. This is coming up on the 16th of May from 7:30 to 9:30 at the Steele County History Center. Live music, hors d'oeuvres, silent auction, live auction, all sorts of fun going to go up in there, as you heard just now. Owatonna High School Orchestra is also going to be there. Thanks so much for joining us today. We want to remind you to join us on Wednesday. We're going to be talking about safe and drug-free, as well as a talk with a fundraiser from EPIS. You're going to want to hear more about that, so please stay with us. We'll see you then.